Bum 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 bum.
Tomatoes?
Hello, welcome to video 4. What is get supported full screen resolutions? This is a pretty simple node. It's in the rendering section, so if we type in something like supported, we're going to find get supported full screen resolutions in the rendering section. It executes, it has no input wire, and it's basically going to give us back out an array of endpoint structures, so basically an X and a Y int struct, and a true or false whether or not it successfully was able to get these resolutions. Now what's it going to give back? Well, I run this through my example program and I'm putting it into a drop-down box, and we can see here's the results. It's basically asking the monitor, what resolutions do you support? And that's it. And then it returns them all. Whether or not these look good or not, whether they're 16:9, 16:10, 4:3, whatever ratio, it doesn't really matter. These are just supported ratios and resolutions that this monitor supports. And you can see everything from 1024 by 768 up to 2560 by 1440, along with all the other ones in between. You have your square resolutions like 1280 by 1024, well, 4:3. You have your 16:9, like your 2560 by 1440. You have your 16:10 resolutions, so they're all there. And of course, with the way this is set up, I can change my resolution. It's going to change it appropriately. Now an int point, let me pull up another one of these so we don't break the example. It's just an array. Well, the output is an array of int point structures. An int point structure, if we were to break this apart, we'll have to get the first one and split. Like I said, it's just two integers, an X and a Y. So for example, it's going to give us 1280 by 720, and then the next one may be 1024 by 768, and the next one may be etc., etc. So whatever you choose to do with it, in this case I'm simply breaking them apart, adding them to a string, and then adding them to a combo box. This node is simply going to give you back the supported full screen resolutions that your monitor can work with. Whether you run it in full screen, run it in windowed, run it in borderless windowed, doesn't really matter. This is just what your monitor will support, so that way you don't go out of range too high or too low. And that's it. The return value is just a bool. If it was unable to successfully query the things from the monitor, it's going to return back false. I've never seen it fail, but for the most part, if you care about it, you can check and then default back down to the default 1280 by 720 resolution. And that is going to wrap up our get supported full screen resolutions.